Some people claim that the atrocities we commit in our fiction are those inner desires which we cannot commit in our controlled civilization. So they are expressed instead through our art. I don't agree. I believe heaven and hell are one and the same. The soul belongs to heaven and the body to hell.
Welcome back to the Blasphemous Cinema Podcast. I'm your host, Jake, and with me today is, of course, my trustworthy co-host, Addison. How are we doing today, Addison?
Doing good. How are you? How are you?
We're doing great. We're doing great. We came off of a very busy month of watching movies. You're always busy watching movies a little bit more than I am, but we also have a Sprite Cranberry here as well. So, and we're just excited to, talk some horror movies. Do you know how many in total that you watched?
31.
Okay, so you got 31. I
Yep.
think 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. I ended up watching going up. This is like the first time in a while that I got above 31. I watched 35.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I watched more than 31 too, but I only watched 31 that were actually horror thriller.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, 35 horror movies for me in the month.
Nice.
I watch more movies than that, but 35 horror movies. Um,
Nice.
I had a couple of 3 film days. Those were kind of crazy. But this month was a blast. Um, how overall, how do you feel walking away this month compared to other years? Was it a better year for you? Was it a better October, or kind of middle of the road?
I don't know. I kind of liked it. I rewatched a lot more than I usually do.
Hmm.
Like, I usually watch new stuff or try to watch new stuff, but this year I actually rewatched, I think, more stuff and I only saw a couple of new things.
Okay. Yeah, for I've kind of gotten into the habit with each October of, I would say, 60% are rewatches,
Hmm.
then the other stuff is new watches. Um, but overall, lots of bangers this month for me. Thankfully, there's only a couple of duds. Um, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go one by one, alternate, talk about the movies that we each individually watched this month. Then at the end, we have 5 that we both watched during October, and we'll talk about those. Um, so Addison, let's kick it off. I'll give you your first one. Which one was the first one that you watched that on your own?
Silence of the Lambs.
Great rewatch.
Yeah.
I
um,
mean,
I love it.
it's perfect.
Yeah. I've never said it was perfect until this rewatch. I
Ooh,
guess I
nice.
just noticed a lot
Uh,
this time around. But yeah, I don't know. It's like a perfectly directed movie,
hmm
and I just love the way Demi directs the whole thing. I love Jodie Foster's performance.
So good.
I love the score. I think just the structure of the narrative and the suspense and the way they edited the whole movie. I think it's all wonderful.
Yeah.
Um, like the main thing I guess I picked up on this time around, I don't know how I just never noticed it, was that every area that she's in the film, she feels like she is threatened.
Yeah, like yes. Yeah.
Like it's not even like
She's never safe.
it
She's never
almost
safe,
makes it seem like though that the safest place that she can be is with the killer,
which is crazy.
which is wild. But it's like
Yeah.
every time she's in a room or in an area, me and Hannah were just kind of clocking how it just feels like unsafe. Like it's kind of like
Mhm.
that scene from Barbie where it's like there's a hint of violence, like when she's like,
Yeah.
I don't have any hint of violence, stop walking around or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I just love the way that movie's directed and how everything kind of stems back to her childhood with her father and everything too. And
Yeah.
I don't know, just a perfect movie.
I think one of um my favorite endings of all time.
Yeah, it's really
Dude,
good.
that ending is unreal. Um just like, as the credits are going, but you can still see him walking after um the victim, his old friend. Yeah, I that ending is unreal. That movie, entire movies. Yeah, it's a perfect movie. Um If you were to gun to your head, right?
All right.
Which one are you rewatching first, Silence of the Lambs or Manhunter?
I would before this rewatch, I probably would say Manhunter.
But now it's
But
Silence.
yeah, but now it's Silence of the Lambs. I used to always be Manhunter over Silence of the Lambs until this most recent rewatch.
Hmm.
Now I'm the other way around. And the only reason I really revisited it was because Paul Thomas Anderson kept talking about how much Demi was a influence on him for
Influence.
one battle after another.
Oh, that's cool.
And I did
Okay.
kind of notice the way he edited one battle after another, and with the score, the way he used the score in that is almost very similar to the way Demi used it in Silence of the Lambs.
I didn't I didn't hear those things, so now that I know that, I'm even excited to get back into one battle after another again and kind of compare those things. So hell yeah. Um, so you've seen this movie. The first movie that I watched individually was Blood and Black Lace.
Yep, hell yeah.
One of your all time faves.
Yeah.
Um, I can't believe the way this movie is shot.
It's beautiful. It's one of the best looking movies ever, and it came out like, what, 80 years ago?
64.
Yeah,
I
64.
couldn't believe what this man Bava was doing in 64.
It's insane.
Has one of my favorite, like, instant, like, all time favorite, like, tree shot for me, where it's like the driveway and like the overhanging of the trees with the light in the background.
Yeah.
Um, awesome killers.
Yeah.
Um,
But you can
uh,
tell, you can tell that like Wes Craven kind of took a lot from it for
yeah.
screen. And I don't
Um,
even know why I said 80 years ago. It was 60 years ago. But I was like,
yeah.
I just said a random number.
Uh,
Anyone
um,
listening is gonna be like, "What the fuck? I can't do math."
um, there's like the the use of colors are so brilliant. Set design is out of this world. I love the kills, and like the one murder weapon is really fun. Um, yeah, like across the face.
Yeah, which
Very
is
good
like
stuff.
one of the posters.
Yeah, I I gave it a 4, but I think this is easily something that's gonna go up with me over time. Um, and I can't wait to watch more Bava. I knew I need to do that. I know you've been getting on me about certain things, and it's definitely something I need to do. Um,
Bava's the goat because he influenced Argento and
yeah,
Fulci.
yes, yeah. That one sequence where like you get the first kill with that weapon in like basically like the storage room
Hmm.
or whatever. The lighting and the score and everything is just so damn good, man. Um, what a remarkable watch. Um,
I'm glad
your
you
next,
finally watched it.
yeah, perfect time. Your next one?
My next one would be Seven. I rewatched Seven also.
Um, fan?
Oh yeah, I love Seven.
Yeah, yeah,
I rewatched it simply because I just watched Silence of the Lambs, so I was kind of just feeling the serial killer thing.
yeah. You definitely had a bunch of serial killer thriller stuff.
Yeah, and it'd been a while since I watched Seven, and I don't know.
Did
I just wanted to revisit it.
do you have the 4K of it?
No, but I watched it in
Okay.
4K because I wanted to see what the 4K scan looked like.
How did it look?
It looked fine. You could tell the color was a little different, like the
Okay,
color correction and everything. It looks like they changed it slightly, but other than that, it doesn't look that much different.
okay. Um, yeah, that's I haven't heard too much about the 4K scan, so that's why I had asked. That movie still has one of my favorite all-time shots of um the gun, the shot of the gun in the rain
Yeah,
against his head. Dude, that shot goes so hard.
yeah, that's a great shot, and I think that's the poster too for the new stuff. Most of the new marketing is using that as like the poster and everything.
Very sick.
Yeah, but it was great. I love it.
Yeah. Um, phenomenal movie. The next one I watched individually ended up not being much of a horror movie until like the last like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Um, this is called A Haunted Turkish Bathhouse.
I've never even heard of that.
Dude, I saw just like one of my Letterbox mutuals log this way back, and I clicked on it. I'm like, dude, this looks so absurd. I gotta put it on my watch list. The premise is a sly gangster hatches a plot against his own wife, who works at a brothel cum bathhouse with the help of the bathhouse's owner. So it's like kind of like a conspiracy type thing. They're very graphic depiction of sexual assault at one point. Um,
Oh.
yeah, but it's not a horror movie until the last 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and that's when it's like you get the name of the haunted Turkish bathhouse, and like there's definitely some things. Let me check year real quick so I don't incorrectly speak. This was before House,
Mm-hmm.
but like there's definitely some things that are definitely House-esque in that last 10 minutes.
Where it goes like Gonzo.
Yeah, and like with the little bit of a cat thing going on and it's some crazy shit. um I gave it a 3.5. I enjoyed my time with it. um yeah, just kind of a little bit like there's some really absurd shit that goes on in this movie. Like you got like obviously, well, since it's like a brothel bathhouse, some men like come in and expect like really absurd shit, and
Yeah.
it's plays it off very funny, but it's like it's crazy. Um, I don't know if I'll ever rewatch it, but I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did.
That's never a good sign if you don't want to revisit it.
I don't know. It's just like I would
Maybe.
have to be in a very specific mood to rewatch that. Um, but like I definitely think it's a good movie. I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's a time and a place movie.
Yes, absolutely. I mean it's like I don't necessarily, not every day I want to watch um guys get cleaned in very different ways that
Mm-hmm.
are more absurd than you could imagine, but that, that's neither here or there. What's your next
Tweets their
movie?
own.
Yeah.
My next movie is another serial killer movie.
Was
It's
this
Red Rooms.
Yeah. I I'm I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't get to this to talk about this a little bit more, but I will watch this soon. I know you're a fan of it.
I was a fan of it. I mean, it kind of caught me off guard because I didn't know what I was getting into, but
Mhm.
you're basically watching a serial killer movie through the lens of someone who is obsessed with the killer while
Mhm.
they're on trial. After the
Ooh.
kills are done, but he does the kills for the dark web to sell the videos online for people to watch.
Uh-huh.
And so it goes through this course of this movie about these two little girls who were killed, and their videos are already online, but there was a third one that was killed, and his video has not been posted yet for that last one. And they're actually going to do the bid for it while he's on trial to mark up the price of
Oh
the little
my
girl's death.
God.
Yeah, like the video footage.
That's incredible.
And then the whole movie takes place from the perspective of one protagonist, but there is another girl that's with her. One of the girls thinks he's innocent, the other girl is just obsessed with the gory graphic
Yeah.
details of the case and is like obsessing over it. So I don't want
It
to spoil
sound
anything, but
no,
that's basically the whole plot.
it sounds like a very, in terms of like dynamics story-wise, it sounds very unique. Because I'm assuming you get some trial stuff,
You
some
do get a
courtroom
lot of,
stuff,
you get some
then
courtroom drama.
yeah, and then you get some like, do you get kills in it?
Kind of, but it's more, you more just get kind of the implication of some really dark shit.
Okay, okay, gotcha.
Like it's a lot of stuff that's it's kind of hidden off to the side, or you don't really see it, but you see people's reactions to it.
Okay,
It doesn't really play into. That's kind of what I like about it. It doesn't really play into the exploitation factor of it, and
yeah.
it's more of a commentary on the people who like
Mm-hmm.
exploiting serial killer shit, and that's kind of why I was fascinated by it.
Awesome.
And it's one of those movies too where it's not really. It feels more like a Fincher movie for like the first 45 minutes to an hour, and then it kind of gets into horror territory when it starts getting into the dark shit.
Very nice.
So It's a good little Halloween watch. It probably won't be for everybody because it has to do with kids getting killed.
Kids,
You know, there's a
yeah.
lot of stuff. Not a
We have some kids stuff to talk about.
Yeah, a lot of kid killing this Halloween, and a lot of people were real upset about it.
It, yeah, we'll talk about that later. Um, what I think I'm gonna do here in November is we'll talk about it, but I watched Cure for the first time, but now I need to watch Pulse and Cloud. I
Yeah,
think watching those and then watching Red Rooms also around the same time would be a good idea
Pulse and Cloud,
for me.
perfect. Cure, perfect. Red Room's really good.
Really good. Yeah, I figured that's where you're gonna go with that. Pretty good. The next one I watched was When Evil Lurks.
That's a
Uh,
that's a fun one.
yeah,
Also,
I
kid killing.
yeah, big time, big time. Um, in different ways.
Yeah,
Dog,
dog.
dog. Um,
That was the most. My whole review for that movie talking about I've never have been more shocked in my life than until I watched Evil Dead 2013 than when I watched When Evil Lurks. That was the scene that caught me.
no, dude, I
I
couldn't
was
like
watching it and I was like, this is fun, and then that happens and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
um this I I wasn't as big on it as a lot of other people. I still liked it.
Yeah.
Um, but I did have my fair amount of issues with it. Um, where like I felt like even though I thought the the gore and the prosthetics and everything were really good, it does definitely, in my opinion, feel like a very indie movie.
Mm-hmm. It does have a
Um,
little indie moments, like the, I guess, low budget kind of stuff.
yeah, so I felt like at that time it kind of took time to time it kind of took me out of that. Um, and there's just certain things I just didn't necessarily care for. In terms of how the plot was set up and other shit. But like, dude, the grotesque, like, people weren't lying. The grotesque shit in this movie is insane.
It's just so
Um,
much fun.
I loved
It's
like
so dark.
the story set up. We're like, we're okay. We have to kind of, as a viewer, like, it, it forces us to kind of accept the lore that's set up.
Yeah.
Um, and the what am I even trying to say here? But like, there's not like any like hint of like weariness from some of the characters, and some of the characters don't necessarily believe, but um, it automatically feels real to the viewer, which is, in my opinion, a positive, and like it just gets you on edge the entire time because it is like there's some people who don't believe in the shit that's happening, but we in our heart of hearts know it is. And that's where it gets to the point where like the dog thing happens, and I can feel like I can see it coming. Just the way it's blocked and framed, where the dog is right at the height of the kid, and it's just like, yeah, this shit's gonna hit the fan right here, and it's gonna be immaculate. um, what I don't I was very iffy on like terms of like how the movie played out. Um, but I loved like all of like the bodies and everything, and then like the main evil thing like being in this like in the floor at the end. I
Yeah.
loved that, unearthing that. That was great. Um, but yeah, I mean, I kind of heard that this was like Jake Baker Cork going into it, and I definitely see why people said that. But
Yeah.
I definitely left a little underwhelmed. I I think it was just a little bit too hyped up, in my opinion, for me.
Yeah.
Like in my people talking to me about it. Um, so yeah, decent
It's
flick.
fun. It's a fun
Yeah,
one.
yeah, I enjoyed my
It's
time with it.
decent.
Yeah. Your next pick, good sir.
My next one was Quiden, I guess is how you say it.
Yeah,
But yeah, those a 3 hour long ghost story.
in different segments, correct?
Yeah, it's like I think it's four different. I think it's four different ones
Hmm.
or three different ones, one of those. But yeah, it's like three different anthology stories, each one with a different kind of moral tale.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, these are like folk tales told in
Yes.
Japan.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fun.
Um,
I thought it was interesting. It's like it's a real slow burn, kind
yeah.
of like Barry Lyndon, kind of slow.
Uh-huh.
Nothing happens fast. Everything is very paced. But yeah, I enjoyed it though. I
I've
can
heard
see
that's like
why.
a very beautiful movie.
Yeah, the cinematography's cool, and it's mostly cool because I'm pretty sure all of it takes place on sound stages,
Oh, okay, cool.
and they make it look like plays. Like the backgrounds are all painted and
I did not know
everything.
that. I did not know
Yeah.
that.
Like I don't think there's any actual natural environment in the entire movie.
That makes me even more interested now.
Yeah, the whole thing looks like you're watching a play.
Did you ever see um Anna Karenina? I don't the I can't remember. It was a more recent adaptation of it. Um did you or no?
What was it called?
Anna Karenina?
No, I don't think I've seen that.
Um it's like it's an adaptation of a classic novel, and they do like that type. There is natural environments, but there's a lot of times where it's like filmed completely in a theater.
Yeah.
So a lot of like sound stages and like the theater itself are used. So that's what that immediately reminded me of. That's a Japanese horror that I've obviously have kind of heard a lot as hailed as one of the greatest Japanese horror of all time. Yeah,
Yeah, I've not seen that, but that's kind of like what Qui-Gon is. So
yeah. Um, that's definitely something I'm gonna get into eventually. So yeah, that was anything else on Qui-Gon?
no, I mean it's just not really as horror centric as I thought it would be. I mean it's like everyone was saying it was a horror movie and it was a ghost story,
But it's
and I
more of like just like kind of like folk tale type stuff that's not super like
yeah, I mean I wouldn't say there's really any horror elements except for maybe like one or two scenes.
okay, interesting.
But yeah, I mean it's really mostly folk tale like kind of storytelling, fairy tale kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely need to watch it at some point. Did you ever see Jigoku or however you pronounce it? Jiguku or
No, that's like translate to just hell, right? Like that's
I
the
think
title.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was something that people were saying was like to watch also.
Yeah. Um I haven't seen that one either, but Kwaidan, Jigoku, and then Onibaba are like always like in from what I see always like kind of mentioned around like the same conversation.
Yeah, I do
Um
want to watch Oni Baba too.
oh man, I think you'd love it. Um the next movie I watched on my own was the OG Ring. Dude.
Another one of my favorites.
I've
That and Blood and Black Lace.
um I have I think I've been talking about this with people. Like I think it's pretty awesome that like the American version very much exists in a pantheon for a lot of people. Like a lot, almost like if people watch movies, they can probably tell you the first time they watched the American Ring when they were younger and how scared out of their minds they were.
Yep.
I remember watching OG, not OG, the American Ring. Same thing with the Grudge around like the American one around the same time. Um, but it was finally time to watch the OG. What an unbelievable opening!
Yeah.
So damn good. And there's just instances where it just really gets under your skin. When they actually go to the well,
Mm-hmm.
such a phenomenal sequence. I didn't expect it to leave off kind of the way it did.
Yeah.
And is it worth, in your opinion, is it worth continuing on? Me watching
Yeah.
every. Okay, okay.
Yeah, because the way like I love Ringu just because it literally feels the closest thing to The Shining that's like almost completely dread based.
Yeah.
It's just score and dread and like
Yeah,
so
dread the entire time.
and I absolutely love that. And the American remake kind of takes all of that out and kind
Yeah.
of goes for the cheap like
Yes.
blockbuster sleepover thrills, which is why it got so much notoriety and why
Of
so many
course.
kids loved it because it's like That's your first horror movie. It's PG-13. It's so much fun. We
Yeah.
rented this Blockbuster. Nothing against Gore Verbinski. It looks great, but I just don't think it's anywhere near how good the original Ring is.
Hmm.
And I finally, after a couple rewatches, I realized that it's like if you show the tape to someone and then you show it to someone else, even if they don't follow through with it, you're still safe.
Okay.
Because she showed it to her ex-husband. Her
Yep.
ex-husband did not show it to anybody. He died.
Yes.
But she was safe.
Yes.
So my thing is, it's like, dude, all you really have to do is just show it to a family member and just make sure that they show it to someone else, and they're safe. It doesn't matter if the other person does it or not.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of like one of those things where it's like it's a virus and it's going to keep on infecting, but once you're safe, you're safe. So I kind of understand why she's going on to continue
Yes.
and she's taking it to her family, because I think some people read it where it's like, why would you do that to your family? It's like if she doesn't take it to her family first, someone else would do it and not explain it, and then they wouldn't be safe. So it's better if she explains it and they're all safe, and then everyone else's problem. It's like it's a
Yeah.
tribalism thing.
Okay. Yeah. No, I totally. Yeah.
Because at that point, she's just like,
Better.
I gotta save my son.
Yeah. Just better to actually relay it to someone you hopefully they'll trust you
Yeah,
and go
and
from
it's
there.
even, and I also kind of look at it where it's funny too, in the sense that you think about it, it's like if you take it to an old person, it doesn't really matter if they die or not. They got like a couple years left anyways. Like she's taking
Yes.
it to grandpa. It's like grandpa could be 96. Like grandpa dies, son's safe now. Who
Yeah.
cares? Maybe if he doesn't show it to anyone, then what happens then? It's basically cut off from the head of the
Yeah.
snake is done then. So
Yeah.
either way, it's kind of a win-win the way I see it.
Hmm.
I just
Yeah.
love that movie. I just think it's
It,
immaculate.
it's so good. Um, so you think Ring 2 is still worth watching then?
I mean,
That's
I,
like kind of what I was asking. Like, is it worth like watching the second one?
see. I thought when you were saying going on,
I
I thought you meant like the characters in
yeah,
the story. Is it worth going
but
on?
like, hey, you had a
But that
great
makes
model, explanatory thing about it. But
that's my bad. But that makes sense though. Honestly, I don't know. I don't really like any of the other Ring movies. I've watched all of them just for fun.
completionist sake, yeah,
Yeah, like Ring 2 is decent. I don't think it's a waste of your time, but like Ring 0 is pointless. And then
okay,
the Ring 2 American remake that Hideo Nakata made, also bad. Like I don't understand. I guess it just didn't translate
well,
to
yeah.
English.
Then there was an also the Rings that I heard was awful.
Yeah, Rings is completely dog shit. I completely forgot that even existed.
And until I said it,
Yeah, that's like Donnie Darko. That's like S Darko worst sequel, half
American
star.
Psycho 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's just pointless. I don't even know why that even exists either.
yeah. Um,
I
yeah,
really just care about the first Ring, and I'll tell a lot of people, like, you can watch the first Ring and watch the American remake, and that's kind of just fun just to watch it. But honestly, I think you're just good with the first Ring.
yeah. Like I said, I didn't necessarily expect for the movie to leave off where it did, but I mean, I can totally live my life without watching the second one, but I do think at some point I will, just to see it.
Yeah, because all the sequels really don't add on to it. Like they
Okay.
explain more of the backstory for the entity, the girl,
Hmm.
which I think is boring. I hate it when people do that.
Over
Just
explain. You don't need some things can just be left alone.
yeah, like with the new Strangers movies too. Like you're explaining why these unknown things are happening, and the whole point in them being scary and interesting was that they were
You
unknown.
didn't know in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah, like you got just enough in Ring for her backstory on why she was haunting people and why
Yeah.
the videotape exists, and now you're trying to do all this other shit. In Ring 2, I mean, it doesn't really continue the story in any real worthwhile way anyways, so that's what I'm saying.
That's interesting.
It's kind of
It-
condensed in what it is already.
okay. Okay. Um, your next movie.
Oh yeah. I got so caught up, I forgot that wasn't even. Um, I actually watched a Kurosawa film that I hadn't seen,
Okay.
a Kiyoshi Kurosawa film, um, called Daguerreotype.
Um, okay,
It's another ghost story, like Qui-Gon, but it's the I think it's like one of the only ones he's made outside of Japan. He filmed it in France with French actors,
interesting.
and it's really good. Like I don't know why no one's seen it, and I don't know why everyone kind of shits on it, but it's really good.
Okay, cool. Um, I definitely am. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna watch his other stuff, but it was funny because at the screening of Cure, I got to see it in theater. I'll get to that later, but they were doing trivia beforehand, and there was just like a trivia question about like what his like first like horror movie was, um, but they also explained that up to making Cure, like he was like kind of in a cycle of just because at this time in Japan, certain filmmakers were just hired to make movies just so they can put them on rental shelves and just
Yeah, they
film
were
them. So like he
complete.
was making like 5 movies a year of just like whatever, and then he finally got the opportunity to make Cure, and that's but so yeah, I've heard that there is definitely like a bunch of his like other stuff that's very worthwhile outside of Chime, Pulse, Cloud.
Which
So
daguerreotype wasn't even one of his early ones. That's the
is that a little
crazy thing.
bit? Is that a little bit later then?
Is 2016.
Holy shit! Okay.
Yeah, like it's one of his newer ones, but it's like very underseen and it only has a 3.2 average, but it's really good. Like it's about this photographer who does the actual steel plate daguerreotype photography.
Hmm.
But he does large, almost life-size photos, and you need the actors or models or people to actually stand still for like hours on end for these
Uh,
photos. And he like obsesses over it, and he's like, this is the only true art form, the only true way of photography. And you can tell it's kind of like a metaphor for film and art and everything.
yeah.
And it kind of gets into this whole thing where the house that he does that he works in might be haunted, and the ghosts and like the pictures and everything might be haunting the people that work there and all that. And then this guy comes in who becomes his assistant, and that's kind of the protagonist of the movie. He's helping
Okay.
this photographer, and his daughter, the photographer's daughter, is his main model. And she kind of seems off, and something seems weird about the whole situation with the filming and with the photography and how their dynamic is in the house.
Th-
And it just kind of spirals out from there. But yeah,
This
it's
sounds like very like almost similar to a book that I've read by Harakiri Murakami called Killing Commendadori. Some of
mhm.
those like things are like pretty much exactly the same.
Really.
Yeah.
Well, you
Um
probably love it. I
yeah.
mean, it's really good, and it's I mean, it's Kurosawa. I mean, he kills it. It's amazing. I don't understand why more people haven't seen it, but yeah, think you can. I think I bought it on iTunes for like 1.99.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hell
so
yeah.
you could literally go to iTunes right now and buy Daguerreotype. I think for like 1.99 or something, and just watch it.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get into his filmography more and more, and that just sounds great. So
I think you would love it.
cool. The next one I watched was The Island of Dr. Moreau. This came out in '77.
Is it
It
the one with the Marlon Brando?
No,
Oh, it's not the Marlon Brando one.
this has Burt Lancaster,
Oh, okay.
and I had seen this like on some like werewolf lists or just like creature lists. I think I was looking for werewolf stuff, and it popped up. Not a werewolf movie at all.
They
Um,
tricked you.
yes, um, I liked it. Didn't love it. Essentially, Burt Lancaster's character. Sorry, not Burt Lancaster's character. He's the doctor. Um, our main character gets washed up on this island, and the doctor has been doing experiments on the village people. So like they're like part animal,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like a love interest. Like it does have like a like almost like a vintage Hollywood feel to certain parts of it, and I liked that. This movie has some of the most insane animal stunts I've ever seen in my life. That's what like the movie is known for.
Really?
The shit that they do with animals is unreal, dude. Like I can't believe like they actually made this happen.
The insurance must have been crazy.
There's so many different animals that just like have shit that happens in this movie, and obviously this would not be able to be made today or probably a couple years after it was made.
They
Um,
probably watched it and were like, "This can never
this
happen."
can happen again. Yeah, there's a lot of insane shit. I don't know necessarily if like if a person's interested, I won't tell them not to watch it, but it's alright. It's a 3 out of 5. It's perfectly fine. Certain aspects I definitely liked about it, but yeah, very interesting movie. Yeah, so that's that. Let
I've
me.
seen the Marlon Brando Val Kilmer version of that,
Oh, okay, yeah, because there is the remake.
and
Yeah.
it's rough. It's rough. Marlon Brando's reading off like cue cards the whole time.
Oh my
Like it was
god.
that stage of his career where he wouldn't memorize lines. I mean, he did that in The Godfather too, but it's Dr. Moreau is not The Godfather, so
Okay. I mean, I'm never gonna watch that remake. That's for sure.
it's rough.
Okay. Um, your next pick.
Um, my next one was Corpse Bride.
Okay.
We
Classic.
rewatched that just because we had a child with us on that day, and they wanted to watch a scary movie, and we didn't understand what they meant by scary movie at first because we were like, "How scary are you wanting to go?"
Yeah.
Because she was talking it up like, "I want to be scared. I want to watch something scary. Like I want to get away
Uh,
with actually watching something that I'm not allowed to see or something like that." And we're like, "Oh, okay, we can show you, we can show you some wild stuff." And then we got into like picking movies, and she was like, "I'll watch Corpse Bride," and we're like, "Okay, so we have much different versions of what you're talking
what
about."
you'd really think is, yeah.
So yeah, we watched Corpse Bride to show her that. She loved it, and we just had fun watching Corpse Bride just because we
Does
love
Han-
stop motion.
yeah. Does Hannah really like that movie?
Yeah, we like
Yeah.
we like all the stop motion
Yeah.
Henry Selick, Tim Burton movies.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's very Hannah core, in my opinion.
yeah,
Yeah.
like we like Corpse Bride, we like Coraline, we like Frank and Weenie, we
Coraline
like
rocks.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. Um, cool. I've only seen that movie the one time back when it came out. I enjoyed it. I haven't revisited it since, but I definitely should. Um, because the last time I revisited Coraline, it was fantastic.
Yeah, that's one of those movies that I would consider perfect. So
Hell yeah. Um, got to rewatch the first Blade. I mean, this movie
a fun one.
is so fun. Hall of Fame opening sequence. Wesley Snipes is really awesome in this role. I it's interesting when you kind of like talk about like which do you prefer, one or two, and I don't necessarily think like for me that's necessarily an argument anymore where I where I really appreciate the feel of one where it
One is
does.
fun.
Yeah, where it's like there is like certain moments where it's like in terms of like the feel and the tone of it is feels, I don't even know how, like almost grounded in a way at certain points.
It's got that Y2K aesthetic though for sure.
Yes. Then two kind of, ramps up everything. And but I do think, I mean, we'll get into it, but I do think they're both very good. It's just like for me nowadays it's more of like just a flavor thing. Which flavor is more speaking to me on that certain day
Well, it's
type of
like
thing.
there's so much fun. And Blade was literally the first radar movie I ever saw.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Like
Awesome.
I literally watched all three of them in one day because I was sick
Um,
and I couldn't go to school. And so I went to Blockbuster and I got to pick out movies to watch on my sick day and I picked out all three Blade movies.
incredible.
Yeah. And so I watched all three of them. And so I know the first one came out in 98
Yes.
and but the reason I say it's like Y2K vibes is because like the end of the 90s like 98, 99, that kind of all bleeds over into
It very
2000.
much influenced like how the direction of films were going at
Like
that
with the
point.
Matrix and
Yeah.
Blade, like they all kind of carry over into that first like couple years of the 2000s. All kind of carry that same vibe a little bit.
Yes.
But yeah, I remember watching all three of them, and I mean The first one is so much fun, and it's one of like the OG superhero movies that's just badass. And
Yeah.
then the second one is Guillermo del Toro.
Hmm.
I just love Guillermo del Toro, and he basically makes the Aliens version of Blade,
Oh,
where you just
absolutely.
have
And
faster and more crazy aliens, except for they're vampires to fight, and they're mutated, and they're wilding out,
yeah.
and you just get to see Wesley Snipes and Ron Perlman bitch at each other and
Oh,
kill
it's so
vampires.
fun. Yeah.
I mean, Blade Trinity, people shit on that too, but that's fun as hell also. That's just Y2K gold where you have Dracula called Drake and it looks like he shops at Buckle. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's so much fun.
I need to rewatch, but I was not a fan of Blade Trinity. I clocked out. Even at younger, I was clocked out. I was
Just watch it for fun. Like, I mean,
that.
it's like,
Yeah.
it's one of those movies that's so bad it's good. Like,
Hmm.
starting out at the pyramids in the desert and they're unearthing Dracula. Like, I don't know. It's just a fun ass movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Blade 2 for sure is the GOAT.
Okay. Your next movie.
My next one is Ghost Watch,
Hmm.
which this is actually what I was for Halloween.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because the Halloween costume is literally just a black shirt that just says Ghost Watch on it and black pants. It's literally it's a 1992 BBC movie
Oh,
that
okay.
they did like War of the Worlds style situation where they released it without telling anyone what it was, and it was supposed to play out like an actual news coverage, and they were looking at a haunted house, but then it's a movie, and then the whole haunted house like news coverage situation spirals out of control, and it looks
Yeah.
like the whole crew and everyone died, and people thought it was real for a second
Very
because
nice.
they just released it
Yeah.
without telling anyone that it was a movie. But it's incredible. It's like one of the OG found footage movies, and this camera crew goes into this house to look at this haunting that's happening,
Hmm.
and they're called Ghost Watch, and it keeps cutting back and forth from the studio at headquarters and them talking to the crew that's in the house, like it's a news coverage situation, going about exploring the house and exploring the hauntedness and everything, and it's so much fun, and it's also really good. I would recommend it. Like it's genuinely
Yeah.
4.5
Yeah.
out of 5 stars,
Yeah.
and it's a TV movie.
Yeah. I definitely need to clock in for that. Um, but I didn't know like the background of it, so like the fact that they did that is really awesome. Um, so yeah, very
It's just
nice.
fun.
Oh yeah. Um, I rewatched The Beyond by our beloved Fulci. I was hoping that I was gonna like this more on a rewatch. I still like the movie, but I do think The Beyond for me is not as cohesively compelling as his other ones.
Yeah, it's very
There's,
dream logic.
well, yeah, but I just think that there's moments where I feel like I'm not as invested as I am in other parts. Where there's
Hmm.
other movies by him where I'm invested through and through. This one, I just feel like there's moments where it kind of loses me a bit, and it's like a very kind of up and down type thing.
Yeah,
Um, Still has some remarkable stuff. The setup is so good. Um, I love the when the blind girl is stuck in a room with all the corpses, and then
hmm
her dog ends up killing her. Incredible, and I just love the ending of the movie is fantastic.
great
Um,
ending.
yeah, so very good movie, just not top tier Fulci for me.
Yeah, understandable. You kind of
Um,
have to be on the wavelength.
yeah, I mean, I felt like I met the wavelength, but it just lost me a little bit from time to time.
Like
Is what it is. All right.
it just feels like one of those movies that like feels like it's a transmission from another world kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's no deciphering it, but that's kind of the fun part.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just a odd movie. But I completely understand what you're saying. It can just kind of spiral out, and it's kind of like, where are we right now? What are we
Yeah,
worried about?
yeah. Your next movie, good sir.
um, I rewatched the original Grudge
Okay.
because I rewatched the original Ring, so I was like, I'll rewatch the original Grudge. It's fun.
Wait, did you rewatch Ring for this Halloween?
Not this Halloween.
Okay.
I
Well,
rewatched it
this.
before,
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Cool.
but I decided to rewatch Grudge just because I rewatched the original Ring, and I think
Hmm.
it's fun. I mean, I can kind of understand why a lot of people compare them, but I think Ring is superior.
Okay.
And Grudge kind of came afterwards. Like it was one of those movies that kind of took on the wave that Ringu kind of caused.
Yeah.
'Cause Ringu influenced so many people,
Mm.
but you can kind of just tell that it's you can tell it's influenced by it. I think it has some good things, but it is not. I don't think.
Undoubtedly a product of the time and the influence of one other thing rather than its own. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It feels definitely like a product of something else rather than its own standalone thing.
Yeah, I've only seen the American one. Um, and that was one where I kind of like sneakily watched it.
Yeah,
Where like, well, I was like sitting behind a corner watching it while my dad was watching it.
oh, so you were really sneakily watching it.
Yes, yes. But that was the American one. I haven't seen the OG. Um, Still worth a watch.
Yeah, I think the OG is better than the American one.
Yeah, but worth a watch though.
Yeah, it's worth a watch.
Okay, cool.
It has some interesting stuff in there I think you'd enjoy.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely get to that at some point. Next one for me, Exorcist 3.
Banger.
Um, so much going into this movie where it's like, over the years hearing like, dude, Exorcist 3 is a fucking banger. Hall of Fame, um, scare sequence, and
Literal hall.
yes. Yes. And I sit down for this movie and there's such a like George C. Scott, his character is interacting with this was it a priest?
Mm-hmm.
And like there's like such a 90s authenticness to it where like they're just playing off each other super well, and then like things start happening, and then like the things that do start happening even though you don't technically see them, and you hear about them, are really chilling
Yeah.
and really fucked up. And dude, I couldn't believe the imagery in this movie. So effective. The scares when they happen are unreal. George C. Scott's having a fucking blast in this movie. I really like him. Then you kind of get to the point where you meet Brad Dourif in the movie,
Yeah.
and you get these, because it's based off a novel. You get these novel-esque dialogues that are played in full. Like, it's like it's not quick scenes. Like you get the actors to like really give these long monologues and discussions, and it's so enthralling. Um, I totally even though I don't really have an opinion on it technically, like a solid viewpoint on it yet. I totally understand why people would rather watch Exorcist 3 over Exorcist.
I mean, I don't personally agree with
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I think Exorcist 3 is good, but
yeah.
I think the first one is still like an all-timer.
Yeah, me here, but I'm just saying I understand how
Yeah.
someone would feel that way. Where like, I don't want to rewatch The Exorcist. I will just rewatch Exorcist 3. I
Yeah.
understand that, but I, all I'm saying is I understand that now, and just leaving The Exorcist 3. Well, there was just multiple points where like I'm audibly reacting, audibly, be like, oh, like it's numerous times, and I just left it be like, I understand now. I
Yeah.
understand why people love this shit, and instantly makes me want to read the book, and then instantly makes me want to watch. What's the Ninth Congregation?
Yeah, the ninth configuration.
Configuration, yeah,
Yeah, I think you'll like that one a lot.
yeah,
That's Jake.
big time. Hell yeah, I love to hear that. So yeah, your next movie,
My next one is Scream 2. And
banger.
the reason, hold on.
No, it's a banger.
And the reason we watched Scream 2 was because the same kid came over to the house again. They had watched the first Scream.
And you had to put him on to like a really awesome sequel.
No, she wanted to watch Scream 2.
Yeah, a great sequel.
And I was like, I guess I'll suffer through this.
No, there's no suffering. It's all great.
Look. Scream 2 is definitely better than the Lego sequels, but out of the Wes Craven Scream movies, that is the worst one. And I
It,
will die on that hill.
it, it is definitely better than 3.
No.
Yes,
3 has some great film metaphors in
I
there.
agree, but
Incredible.
I think
2 is
2
literally has nothing to say.
while I agree
Other
with
than
that,
trying to be, it
while
literally
I
makes
agree
fun of
with that,
itself in the movie, and it's just trying to be a sequel. And they literally say in the movie, sequels are never as good as the original.
while I agree with what you're saying, 2 just fucking is so good. Like they're clocking all-time scream sequences in that movie. Like,
They don't though,
yes, they do.
dude. The one of the main characters gets killed in a van. You don't even see it happen.
Dude, that sequence
One of
is
the
unbelievable.
worst kills in the
That
whole
sequence
series.
is no, it's
Nothing
not.
happens. Nothing
Everyone,
happens.
everyone in
Literally,
the world disagrees with you right now, Addison.
literally nothing happens, and
Everyone.
they regretted killing him off, and that's why they put a fucking videotape of him in the next movie. They didn't even want to do it. They were just again trying to do the sequel shit. How do we up the ante? How do we up the ante? Not even think about what they're doing. Also, the two villains at the end, stupid, stupid reveals,
Disagree.
stupid frat boy situation, stupid, waste of time. The whole car situation, the whole scene getting out of the car might be the only suspenseful part in the entire movie.
Oh, dude, there's others. I, I, Randy's death. I still can't believe how well
Pointless it
executed,
was. Useless it was.
well executed and tense that scene is.
It was not well
Yes, it
executed. There's
is.
no tension whatsoever.
Oh, I'm.
Dewey's fake out death had more tension than the damn van death.
I mean, I agree with you there, but I still think both are great.
Exactly. The real death had less tension than the fake out one. All I'm saying is Scream 2 is lower tier, but
Absolutely not.
you know, you do you, boo.
Scream 2 rocks. It's one of the best
Like
horror
if someone
sequels.
asked me, "Hey, which Scream should we watch?" That would be the last one I would suggest outside the Lego sequels.
Well, I mean, I'm going 1, 4, 2.
No. Yeah, I would say maybe like 4 and 1 would be up there, and then 3, then 2, and then maybe be
6, then 5.
2022, and then the newest one would definitely be at the bottom.
You're taking Scream, like reboot Scream, over Scream 6?
Yes, Scream
Insane.
6. Scream
Insane.
6 is one of the dumbest slasher movies ever made.
Dude, the reboot of just Scream is just so mid. Unbelievably mid.
And Scream 6 is even more mid than that.
No.
That is one of the epitomes of the Fast and Furious family ass movies. It's we have friendship and family, and that dude got stabbed like 15 times.
Oh, trust me, I agree. It has its issues.
It has
It
the
definitely
dumbest
does.
shit I've ever seen.
But it has better ghost face material and better kills and everything than 5. 5 is a
The
completely
only
nothing movie.
the only interesting Ghostface scene in Scream 6 was the gas station scene.
Awesome.
Other than that, pointless.
Disagree.
Pointless.
I I don't even know what to like.
At least Scream 2022 had a lot of meta stuff, which made it interesting. The only main thing I can ding that movie for is the deep fake, stupid ass thing that Alien Romulus did that they did with the dad in that movie.
Oh, that whole storyline
Billy
is
Loomis shit.
fucking pointless. I don't understand like sympathizing with like we're I wouldn't say sympathizing, but like we're integrating a horrible person. Like there's no reason why this horrible person should be helping and being a
Yes.
positive on this. Like this man was a fucking rapist. What are we fucking talking about? We're supposed to root for him now?
All the Billy Loomis shit is
It's awful.
stupid.
Awful.
But I would still put that over Scream 6 though.
Insane.
But again, that is still second to last. Like that is second to last. The Lego sequels are dog shit. Both of them are.
Have you seen the trailer for Scream 7?
No, I'm not. I probably won't even watch it.
No, like, hey, I will watch it. I'm not supporting. I'm not buying a ticket. Dude, it looks rough. There's a point in there where it looks like a Verizon commercial.
Dude, at this point, when people tell me like, "Hey, have you seen the trailer for this? Like this new thing coming out?" It's like I can't believe how bad it looks. It's like no shit, really. I could have told you it was gonna be bad, and I haven't even seen a trailer from
Yeah,
it yet.
yeah. Also too, because people are boycotting and protesting Scream 7. Um, a while back, the script got leaked,
Oh, did it?
all the plot points and everything, and it's not a good script. It's
What?
bad. It's bad, man. We're not gonna get into it, but it's bad.
Again, there hasn't been a good Scream script since Scream 4. So I mean, what were we
I mean, I
expecting?
agree with that too.
But
I
what are we
the Scream.
protesting for? What's the protest
No,
for?
because like, um, they fired Melissa, whatever her name is, for her standing up for Palestine and everything.
Oh, was that the lead
Yeah,
of the other two? The main chick?
yeah,
Gotcha.
and
Okay.
whatever company does the Scream movies, they're like very like against Palestine and like very pro Israel and yeah. So
Gotcha. See,
so
I didn't
that's
even know about all that, but
yeah, so that's why people are boycotting and not supporting Scream 7. And even though I don't think she's like a great actress, I do think she's pretty spotty acting wise in both of those Scream movies. She's definitely one of my least favorite aspects. Um, how they did her was so dirty that just like, yeah, I'm not gonna. I agree
yeah.
with the people. I'm not gonna buy a ticket to go see it. I will get in for free somehow. So I will support the theater that I'm going to. I'll buy some
There you go.
concessions and support them, but I'm not supporting that
I
movie.
took it to another movie and just walk into that
It,
one.
yeah. Um. So you rewatched a very good horror sequel in Scream 2. I
That's not what I said.
rewatched. I rewatched.
On the record, that's not what I
I
said. No.
I rewatched American Werewolf from London.
That's a good one.
Incredible. Hall of Fame, creature stuff. I mean, I think we've talked about this on the pod numerous times because I rewatch it every October. But
It's
one
also
of
one of your favorite movies of all time.
one of my all-time faves. I got the tattoo. You know, I mean, it's um, so fun. The use of like spikes in audio almost when like the attacks happen are super effective in my opinion. Um, love the performances.
Some of the best practical effects.
Yeah, and like it gets like really crazy at points where like dude, like the Nazi
The
um
dream sequences
the
are
dream
great.
sequences are awesome. I fucking love the ending so much. I remember being younger and I didn't necessarily know how to feel about the ending, but I did the I love you David,
Yeah.
then the place goes blank, then it then dies, then it
hmm
ends and you get the song. I'm like, dude, that shit is like an awesome ending. And it
I love
feels
endings like that
yeah,
when they just cut off if it's done right.
and that's it's done right and I feel like it feels um in line with how the tone of the movie is and what it was going for. So yeah,
Yeah,
good stuff.
it is good stuff.
Your next movie.
I watched a 1961 horror film called Taste of Fear for the first
Thoughts?
time. It's good.
Okay.
It's directed by a guy named Seth Holt. I'd never heard of him before. I'd never seen a movie by him before. I only watched this because it was on a whole bunch of people's lists for some of the most underrated, underseen horror movies,
Uh-huh.
and I can see why. It's like a Hitchcocker, like a Hitchcockian. I don't know why I said Hitchcocker.
Hitchcocker, which it's awesome. I'm gonna say that next time when I compare something to Hitchcock. I'm gonna say Hitchcocker.
I was like trying to mix Hitchcocky and
Yeah,
thriller
yeah.
in one, but it's a Hitchcocky and thriller, and it has a whole bunch of plot twists, and it's just one of those old kind of black and white English
Hmm.
filmed movies that just feels very polished and kind of prestigious, but then it has a lot of weird plot twists and really interesting kind of giallo vibe a little bit.
Okay, nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Nice. Um, I watched City of the Living Dead for the first time.
Yes, which I mean,
Dude.
that's top tier Fulci right there.
Um, one of the best sequences I've ever seen in a horror movie involving prosthetics, where her eyes start to bleed
Mm-hmm.
and it just keeps on. She vomits her guts out, and it just like keeps going. I couldn't believe how long it went on for. I was then she like not only her guts, but like her organs and
Yeah,
everything on the inside of her body is out. Um, d- like the Beyond. I mean, it's involved in technically the same trilogy. You know,
yeah, the Gates of
is it?
Hell
Yeah,
trilogy. I think it's The Beyond, and
yeah.
then City of the Living Dead, and then what's the third one?
I can't remember. But it
Why am I?
also involves like nightmare logic, as you said. Um, yeah. So this movie fucking rocks. I loved like the stuff at like the almost like the little side plot at like the bar, like with the three patrons. Do you know what I'm talking
Yes,
about? When
yes.
dude, when the bar's like going under like an earthquake and like the whole room like cracked. I was like, dude, that's fucking awesome. And the reactions to everyone was great. Yeah, that movie is awesome.
A lot of
Folgers
that was
just
filmed in Savannah too, which is
oh
crazy.
really?
Yeah, like that the whole opening scene.
Yeah,
Like it's and some of those cobblestone streets and stuff. That was
awesome.
close to where I used to live.
Incredible.
Like that was some of that stuff that just looks like River Street. Like I was sitting there watching it and I was like, "Holy shit.
This looks yeah,
Yeah, it looks familiar." And then I found out like I talked to my film professor at the time and they're like, "Yeah, Fulci filmed a lot of City of the Living Dead in Savannah."
that's so
Just 'cause
cool.
it has like haunted lore behind Savannah being haunted. But
Incredible.
I think House by the Cemetery is the other
Yes, it is. Yes. Yeah.
that's the other part of the
I would
trilogy.
probably my personal favorite is probably House by Cemetery, but I would probably rank it City of the Living Dead, um, House by Cemetery, and then Beyond for me.
Yeah.
For me
That's a
personally.
good ranking.
Cool.
I would
Um,
probably say The Living Dead top one also.
yeah. Your next movie.
I'm gonna do two because one of them I'm gonna completely skip over because it's dog shit.
Okay.
We had the child again.
We had the child again.
So we had to rewatch Five Nights at Freddy's. Moment of silence,
Yeah. Next movie.
and we'll
Yeah.
just act like it never
Yeah.
happened.
Yep.
And then I watched a movie called History of the Occult,
Okay.
which is really good. I had never heard of it before. I just thought the poster looked cool, and I love the title, History of the Occult. And the log line is "Future is over." I was like, this, whatever this is, sounds sick.
Yeah.
So yeah, I watched it, and it's literally a film about a group of revolutionaries during a final 60-minute broadcast on the news network. They're trying to expose political corruptness in their country by exposing them as being a part of secret societies and cults that are running the world.
Very nice.
And I was like, I'm in. So
That
yeah,
sounds super
anyone
interesting.
is interested in stuff like that, they should watch it. It's really good. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it gets into Lovecraft territory. So
Oh, even better, and that's even more up your alley. What year did this come out?
this is actually a new one, 2020,
Oh, sick.
filmed entirely in black and white.
Hell yeah. Um, the next one, I'm gonna pair them together because it was a double feature that night.
There you go.
Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead. Night of the Living
Goated.
Dead. I think more. I think this is the third time I've seen it.
Yeah,
Um, maybe fourth. I think it's fourth actually. I think this time clicked for me. One aspect of Night of the Living Dead clicked like bulb went off in my head. Light bulb went off in my head. How it almost is like a zombie procedural, like a zombie apocalypse procedural in terms of like how to, because like
it was the one that created the
well
procedural.
yes, but like
Yeah,
what I'm saying is like you get every single step of what our character goes through to like barricade the house and do all these like survival tactics, and like it's very procedural in that way where
hmm,
like every single aspect of it is given a proper its proper due and time.
yeah. It's COD Zombies coded.
Yes, but like even every minute detail on how they're surviving is done, and that really clicked for me this time. That made me realize that. Um,
It's one of the best uses of a single location thriller kind of
yes,
aspect.
then like that ending is like
So good.
so chilling.
It's
And
devastating.
yeah, because like it's not like it would have been devastating to just like have like see him die, but like everything in the post credits, like as the credits are rolling and it's like with the score going, it's just like it devastates you even more and more.
Yeah.
um Brilliant
It's one of
stuff.
the best parts of the movie is the metaphor of the ending. And you can
Yeah,
tell that was what Romero wanted.
exactly. Yeah. um then I watched the Argento cut of Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
um Dawn of the Dead is a fantastic movie. So I still had a great time with it. I would like to say that I think with the Argento cut, there's because that wasn't the intended version off the bat, you can noticeably tell there's stuff missing.
I'm sure. Because isn't it just cut for
It's
action?
yeah, it's fast paced action type, yeah. Where like there's certain instances I'm like, yeah, obviously content's cut out. Like
Hmm.
in actual sequences, not like, oh, this sequence is cut out. No, like there's meat to these scenes that aren't there, and it sometimes it definitely it feels off. Um, but I still like in I enjoyed the hell out of it. Um, the little added extra stuff for the action and gore is also really good. Um, the use of the Goblin score, the more the use of it is also, a treat. But I do think that, I think we both agree that the theatrical is definitely the best version of it.
I I definitely agree because the theatrical version is the only one that actually has all of the actual zombie or the goblin score.
Yeah.
And
Um,
everyone says the Cannes cut is the one that's like Romero's director's cut, but it's actually not true.
yeah.
That was his work print
I,
that he
w- I
released.
will say with the director's extended cut, I still like that cut because like I do like spending more time with the characters because I do legitimately like the characters and everything. Um, but yeah, I think the Argento cut would probably be the least favorite for me, even though I still really like it.
Makes sense.
Your next movie.
My next one is Jennifer's Body, which Hannah had never seen it,
Okay.
and I was telling her that it's a banger.
Uh huh.
Like it's one of the few horror films that's directed by a female.
Yeah.
Karen Kusama. She also did The Imitation,
Hmm.
which is another really good horror film. And I don't know, it was like a big Scene Kid movie. Like if you were a part of the Scene Kid era,
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sure you knew about Jennifer's Body. Had the whole Panic at the Disco main song, just like Twilight had the Paramore Decode song and all that.
Yeah.
And Hannah wanted to watch it, and I was like, "You should definitely watch it. It's a horror comedy. It's fucking hilarious, and it's also just really good story about how this band tries to sacrifice a virgin to get Satan to get their
Yeah.
album to blow up, and they accidentally sacrificed a girl who wasn't a virgin, and so now she's a succubus demon, and
Yeah.
it's just a great premise.
Yeah. Did she like it?
Oh yeah, Hannah loved it.
Okay, perfect. I mean, I figured that she probably would, but yeah, it's good to hear that she
Yeah.
did. Um, a movie I've only seen once, and I really liked it that one time, but I haven't seen it since.
Well, we
Um,
watched the unrated cut, which I
okay,
definitely recommend if anyone wants to
how
watch Jennifer's Body, watch the
how
unrated.
how different is the unrated version?
More gore, and
Yeah.
it has a different intro where you actually start with the narration and intro in the asylum.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Cool. Um, my next one is one that we definitely disagree on.
Uh-oh.
That would be The Mist.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
It's just yep.
I rewatched the black and white version, and you can definitely tell like there's definitely scenes where like yeah the black and white was the intended vision going
Yeah.
in. um I will say there's definitely at certain points there's a couple instances where CGI is kind of spotty.
Mm-hmm.
um but I still think this movie is very good. um I think one of the most like I the loss of hope the palpable fear, the bleakness is like rampant at all times, and I think the movie excels in that so well. And I think the ending's incredible. And it has two. The movie has two, in my opinion, like gut wrenching screams of crying and just agony. Um, I think the movie still rocks. You're not a fan of it, but that is what it is.
I'll let you have it.
Thank you. Your next movie.
Oh, we watched Rosemary's Baby,
Okay.
which this was actually Hannah's older sister's pick because we did a horror movie night where we each got to pick a movie, and so we did a
Did you
triple
watch?
feature.
Very nice.
Yes.
What time
So
did you guys start the movies?
yeah, I can go through all three of them really
No, but
quick.
like, what time did you guys start the movies?
Like 6 p.m.
Okay, and then you got done at what time?
Like midnight, one ish, I think.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So Katie went first, and she picked Rosemary's Baby to show us.
Hmm.
We love it. Of course, directed by you know who, unfortunately. Uh,
Yeah, we don't need to say his name.
yeah. Great movie though. Rosemary's Baby is incredible. Everyone loved it. It's really good. My pick was the first Conjuring.
Okay, I
I
still
wanted to
love it.
rewatch it because I just seen Last Rites,
Okay,
and I like the first Conjuring movie. I like James
I
Wan.
think I think the first Conjuring movie is very good.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's very good.
I that At that point, that was the most terrified I'd ever been in a movie theater.
Yeah, and it's
At that
still
point, and I
yeah,
still, even though it's like technically, you can dive into like the movie is a little bit of Christian propaganda for sure, but I still think the movie is incredible.
yeah. I wouldn't even know if I would consider it Christian
I would.
propaganda. I think
I just think
I
there's
don't
certain
know.
aspects that like lean itself to like it's the Christian beliefs per
I
se.
think it's kind of in the same realm as like Signs or like The Exorcist, where it's like
Yes.
there's a lot of it's more just about the belief and just faith and just like trying to be, I guess, individual more in yourself, I guess, just more
Yeah.
trustworthy in everything of yourself and have faith in everything. I don't know. I like it, and I think the suspense and everything I think still holds up, and it's one of those movies that created a wave after it came out because of
Oh,
how well
absolutely.
it was done and just the haunted house vibe and everything. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And Hannah's pick was The First Strangers,
Okay.
so we rewatched that.
How do you
And
how do you feel about it now after that rewatch?
that one, I don't know. It's just like I feel like it's so paper thin.
Yeah.
Like we all kind of thought that when we were rewatching it. We were like, I don't. This just doesn't play as well
Yeah.
after you've already seen it.
Yes.
It doesn't really have that much going on.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. Where like I remember liking it the first time. I wasn't like I didn't love it the first time, but I liked it. But yeah, it definitely loses a bit on the rewatch side of things.
Yeah, I think
Um
so.
as the viewers can see, I've been losing my light because I've been using natural light. So I'm going to stand up real quick and turn on the light of my living room.
You've been using natural light.
I don't agree. I believe heaven and hell. I don't agree.
I
I
accidentally
believe
no
heaven
shot.
and hell are one and the same. The soul belongs to heaven and the body to hell.
I
That
set
was
my
our be right back moment.
I, s- I, s- I set my phone down and it accidentally hit the play on the audio clip. So we're keeping that in because it's pretty funny.
That's the
Um,
be right back moment.
yeah. The next one I watched was Silent Hill. Um, I had played Silent Hill 3 for the first time this month, so I was like, I've heard decent things about the movie, so let me go watch it. Um, 3 with a like. Um, like it,
It's all
don't
right.
love it. It's all right. One of the best kills I've ever seen in a movie. Um, yeah, it's fine. it is a weird thing where like one of the things that it works sometimes and it doesn't work in others. There's they reuse a lot of the score from the games, and
Yeah,
I feel like it's an over reliance at a to a detriment.
yeah,
Um, Instead of doing some like I agree with like that there should be some music from the games that obviously iconic music that should be reused, but I think they overused a lot of it to a detriment that actually hurt the movie. Um,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, if I wanted to really get into it, I could, but it's definitely not a bad movie. I'm glad I've watched it. It's an acceptable piece of Silent Hill media. So yeah, your next movie.
Definitely some mid.
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
Okay, so I mean, I feel like you understand exactly what I'm kind of getting at for sure.
definitely.
Bad setup in my opinion. That the opening setup of the movie I do not like at all.
It's a little rough to get there,
Yeah, but once
but
you get
that's
into Silent Hill, some stuff
some good shots.
like when you find when she sees the first person on the chain link fence, like the crucified body, really
Yeah.
good. The kill I was talking about is Pyramid Head ripping the skin off of the person.
Hmm.
So good, so damn good.
There's a
Um,
lot of good stuff in there. I just wish there was. I wish it was all like that.
yeah, totally. Your next movie, good sir.
My next one was Nightmare Beach.
Never heard.
It's an '80s crappy slasher movie.
Okay.
Like I was kind of going into it because people were saying it was kind of like it could be like an American Giallo kind of
Hmm.
thing. I don't know. It takes place in Miami. This biker guy gets executed, and he comes back and starts killing people.
Okay.
But it plays more like a sex comedy with slasher killings in it, and I was
Interesting.
yeah, I just wasn't really vibing with it.
Okay.
So
I got
if
you.
if someone likes to watch it just for like some shits and giggles, it might be funny.
Hmm.
But I mean, just in general, I didn't really think it was anything to write home about.
Okay. Um. Then rewatch Blade 2. You know, we kind of already got into it a little bit. I hadn't seen Blade 2 probably since I was telling my roommate and friend Adam this because we watched it together. I hadn't seen Blade 2 probably since 8th grade or my freshman year of high school. Wait,
Yeah,
no, totally wrong. Either last year of high school, first year of college. So it's been a minute, and I kind of forgot about what the premise was, and then I like brought it up. I'm like, oh yeah, it's this. Let's fucking like got so excited to rewatch it. Um, so many standout sequences when like they're at the club, um, and they're very early like into like trying to find these things. Um, the back and forth banter between him and Rob Perlman is so good. Um, then the the sewer sequence
it's
was
incredible.
so fucking awesome. So yeah, Blade 2 rocks.
Blade 2 does rock.
Yeah,
I'll always ride for Blade 2. It's
big
like
time.
probably my favorite superhero movie.
So good.
My next movie was a movie I watched actually because you told me about it. I watched Wendigo.
Yeah. I I saw that you watched this and I was really excited to kind of discuss it. Because more time I've had more time to think about it since I've last watched it, but give me your thoughts first.
I think the premise is great.
Mm-hmm.
I think the execution is horrible.
Okay.
But that's also the same vibe I had with this other movie that I watched that was also about a Wendigo called The Last Winter.
I did.
So,
Okay.
so I mean, both times I feel like he's obsessed with this kind of entity, but I just don't feel like he knows how to. It seems like he doesn't know what to do with it.
Okay. So here's my contingencies with the movie. I went into watching Wendigo for the first time, assuming I was going to get a horror movie when it's not really a horror movie. It's more of a
Yeah,
family drama
yeah,
that has some sprinkled in horror elements with an entity in it.
yeah.
So I've been dying to rewatch this. I'm gonna rewatch it in the winter. Um, I do think it's like the ending is such an incredible depiction of grief. Um, so I've appreciated it more over time since I've watched it. And I'm excited for the rewatch because I'll know it's a drama rather than going in expecting a horror movie. Definitely don't think it's amazing by any means, but um, yeah. I didn't know that Last Winter was also one by the same director, two also another Wendigo movie. The
Yep.
Wendigo is one of my favorite entities of all time, so I was really excited to watch that for the first time, and now I'm excited to watch Last Winter, even though obviously you said it's not like anything like super crazy.
Well, he makes the mistake in the last winter of using CGI instead of practical effects, and it came out in early 2000s, so you can just guess how that looked.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Um,
Strong premise though. Same thing with Wendigo. Strong premise, execution just
Not there.
yeah.
Um, we're gonna keep it with the Wendigos, and we're gonna rewatch The Descent. That's what I did, and that movie only got better with a
I love
rewatch.
the descent. It's a banger.
It is so goddamn good. My boy Neil Marshall knows how to make a fucking creature feature. Dog Soldiers rocks. The Descent fucking rocks. Um, like
The cave sequences too. Some awesome cinematography with the cave.
yes, it like
I mean, just like those shots where it's like a wide shot and
yeah.
you just see the little light in the trail of them crawling through. Like it's some stuff like that is just incredible.
It's unbelievable, and I do think like that one, like it feels perfect for its time, but like honestly, some stuff that feels like a movie that feels a little bit of ahead of its time, where I feel like this movie could come out today and I would love it, and I would think
Absolutely.
it's incredible. Um, so
And it
yeah,
does the same thing as the house that Jack built, where it kind of becomes a metaphor for hell. Because like the final circle of hell is treachery, and that
yeah,
whole last scene in The Descent is about treachery. And I'm just
yeah,
like, that's it. I just love it when movies do that.
yeah, and I think there's a lot of great themes going on. There's like the stuff is interesting. The story dynamics and plot are interesting too. So yeah. Your next movie, good sir.
I rewatched Shutter Island,
Okay.
and I was that. This was because I watched that whole Mr. Scorsese 5 hour documentary on Apple TV.
Okay, gotcha.
And so I was in the mood to watch some Martin Scorsese. Like I rewatch other of his movies, but this is the only horror one. And yeah, it's a Shutter Island's a banger. I remember seeing this in theaters,
Yeah.
and it's just crazy to see Marty making horror,
hmm I need
and
to rewatch. Yeah.
has some of the best visuals. I mean, ever. Like all the Holocaust camp stuff is so just probably some of the most unforgettable imagery
Uh huh.
I could put to that kind of stuff. Like I think the way he films it in that movie is up there with like Schindler's List.
Oh yeah.
Like just I don't know, it's stuff that I've never forgotten since I've seen it.
Yeah.
Like
Very well
the
said.
Nazi officer trying to kill himself and he did it wrong and he's just bleeding out on the
Yeah.
floor. The music's playing, all the bodies are piled out of the train cars and they're all frozen together and they shoot all the Nazi officers. Like I don't know, it's just stuff like that. It's like just seared in my
Etched in your
brain.
mind for ever since. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's just incredible stuff. And then just the way that Shutter Island unfolds, the whole ending and all the dream scenarios, the dream sequences, and the plot twist and all that is just incredible.
Very nice. Yeah, I definitely need to rewatch it at some point. Um, I did. So I'm gonna pair these three together since it was a triple feature day. Um, me, Tyler, who's been a friend of the podcast, and other friend of the podcast too, Livy. We went to the Criterion Closet. We came back. We watched VHS 2 together, so that was a
Mhm.
rewatch. Awesome stuff. Obviously, probably for a lot of people, the best VHS movie in the series. Um, I mean, I think everything, almost every single short is great. Um, well, the first one's like decent, but I think pretty much everything else is great.
Yeah.
Um, then they left, and I was like, okay, what am I to do for the rest of the day? And I got high, and I watched House, rewatched House. Such an incredible time. Um, then also a friend of the pod, Roman, um, said, you got to watch Onibaba when it's late at night and high, and that's what I did. And um,
How was that?
Onibaba, phenomenal movie, but it's not necessarily like a horror movie for a lot, like a decent chunk of the time. There's these really haunting and eerie and atmospheric shots of blades of grass that are like they're so fucking effective, and the story is incredible. And that last act is truly a sight to behold. The movie's phenomenal. I'm so glad I watched it. Um, yeah,
Hell yeah. I think VHS 94 is the best VHS movie.
still haven't seen, so
You haven't seen 94?
I haven't
Damn
seen
it,
a bunch of
Jake.
them. Yeah,
I'm tired of you.
94, 85, viral.
Beyond.
I've seen Beyond.
Oh, you've seen Beyond?
I like Beyond.
Yeah, Beyond is fun. Um, which I actually rewatched Sinister.
Yeah, and I
I
saw that it
rewatched this
was not good.
because I watched. Yeah, like I rewatched it because I rewatched Black. I mean, because I saw Black Phone too. Um, just did not hold up on rewatch.
I
Was not
haven't
very,
I haven't rewatched in a long while, but yeah, I
and I don't know what they were doing, man. Just there's like shots in that movie. I think their lighting budget was $5.
uh
I don't know what the fuck was going on cinematography wise, but there were some shots. Me and Hannah were just watching it, and we would just look at each other and be like, "Why the fuck does this movie look like this? Like it looks like dog shit."
okay, yeah,
Like I mean, straight up, some shots are just like, did they light this with an actual flashlight? Like
hmm
I think they did. Like there's certain scenes where I think they're just using the flashlight for lighting.
yeah. I saw your rewatch rating, and it almost like deterred me from wanting to rewatch it. Where I was just like, let me just like live it up in my head that this was an awesome movie and call it a day.
I loved it when I first saw it in theaters,
Yeah.
and I probably hadn't seen it since that first time I saw it in theaters. Um, I don't know. I just don't think it aged very well.
Oh.
Outside of the lighting stuff, the cinematography just looks really bad, and the story just does not play that well anymore.
Okay.
I don't understand what happened.
Gotcha. Um, I then rewatched Possession. We kind of talked about this a little bit, where I felt like my rating was going to go up. And guess what? It did. This
It's a
movie's
good one.
fucking incredible. Um, All-time performances, um, just brilliant stuff across the board. Legitimately disturbing. Um, like the way that the movie transpires and the way the story goes is just so enthralling, and it just comes together in such a fucking awesome, unique package. Um, that's an experience like any other. So,
It's a really good one. I want to rewatch it too, just because I mean, the way that movie looks,
yeah,
production design, the acting, almost everything about Possession is just so interesting.
yeah.
It's a good one.
Um, so yeah, next movie for you.
I watched, I rewatched Weapons.
Okay, rewatched and hold up.
No, it's
No.
I it, I'm having such a love hate relationship with this movie. The first time I watched it, I was like, okay. Second time I watched it, I was like, awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I rewatched it again. I was like, okay. Like I don't know, man. It's something about Weapons just. It
It's
feels like it doesn't know what it wants to say, and at the same time, it feels like it has a lot to say.
I totally kind of agree with that because like Zach Kreger came out and said like he wasn't really trying to say anything really thematically, but I feel like a lot of the stuff in the movie speaks to that, like that it does want to say a lot thematically.
Yeah.
So
It,
it's an interesting debate. With
it's I feel like that's kind of how the movie's gonna be for me. Like I feel like every watch I'm just kind of either gonna be really hot or really cold on it.
okay,
It does. It's one of those movies that feels like he's throwing everything but the kitchen sink at the wall.
uh,
Yeah. And so I don't know. With this most recent rewatch, especially watching at home too, it doesn't really play that well at home either.
okay, gotcha.
So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens with this one.
Um, I watched a werewolf movie from 1981 called Wolfen that takes place in New York City. Um, very solid. I think some really cool stuff in a werewolf movie you've probably never seen up to that point. Um, yeah, it's a good time. It does do the werewolves like they just look like wolves. So it's
Hmm.
like, some people that's not their thing. I was cool with it. Um, yeah, I enjoyed this. It's not really that like gory or anything, which was kind of a letdown. Um,
And you're a werewolf guy.
yeah,
You
where
love a werewolf.
I do. There's some really incredible imagery in the movie in terms of like I use it as my like letterbox like background. Like there's like a stained glass of a werewolf kill that's really cool. So there's like really some awesome imagery and cinematography. But it's a good movie. Not great. Enjoyed my
Yeah.
time with it.
Ready for that Robert Eggers werewolf movie.
Come on, man. That's gonna be
Yeah. Come
incredible.
on.
You go.
This is gonna be good.
Yeah.
I rewatched Wendell and Wild, and
Never heard of it. I don't
it's
think I've heard of it.
it's Henry Selick's newest film.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. You know, he made Coraline
Okay,
and Nightmare
gotcha.
Before Christmas. But this is the one where it's Key and Peele playing demons, and it's good. It's interesting. It's another movie that I think has a lot to say,
Uh
and it's kind of struggling with trying to say all of it at once
okay.
because it's trying to be a kids movie, but it's also trying to be an adult movie,
Okay.
and it's about how these mega corporations like ruin small towns and ruin people's lives, and
Uh
it gets into all that stuff, which is really interesting. But then it also gets into religious institutions and faith, and then also demonology and stuff like that. So it's really interesting. I mean, I think it's good. Also,
okay.
as a ghost town needle drop,
Ooh,
which is interesting.
interesting. Okay.
But it's good. I mean, I think people should watch Window and Wild. I know a lot of people probably have not heard of it because it's on Netflix, and I think they did zero marketing.
Yeah, I mean I didn't even know it existed.
But it's a Henry Selick animated movie, so you know it's gonna look good.
Okay. I have changed spots, so that is why this has changed. But we're back. Talk about the other half. Um, it was my turn, correct? Yeah.
I believe so.
I watched Gonjim Haunted Asylum.
Fun one.
Yes. I think this is like a great scenario of one of the best case scenarios of what this movie goes for. Like it's super effective scare wise, um, and I think it's very solid. Um, didn't blow my socks off, but I was like, dude, for what this movie is and what the plot is and everything, good stuff.
Yeah, just a fun found footage movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, definitely recommend it. Some people live and die by it. I went,
Really?
oh, dude, I've heard like this is movies phenomenal, like super like high praise, like favorite horror movies in recent memory type of thing. Yeah. Um,
Wow. I mean, I would never. I don't think that would
that's
ever
why
be a
I'm
movie
like
I would die on. Nope.
that's what I'm kind of saying. It's like for what it is, this is really solid, but I'm not like clamoring for it or anything.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, next movie for you.
um, we did another double feature. We watched Signs and Nightmare Before Christmas.
Um. Did
Signs is banger.
Yeah, I'm still one of my favorite things you kind of turned your opinion on because that movie is very near and dear to me. But yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I definitely turned completely. Like, did a 180 on Signs.
Yep.
And I've also probably since the last time I watched it with you, I've probably rewatched it like 4 times since then.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean we watch it every year for Halloween already, but then sometimes we just put it on.
It's such a rewatchable movie.
Yeah, it's so good. Like the way just framing, editing, acting, score, cinematography. I mean, just everything about it across the board is just really good.
In my opinion, Shyamalan's best, and then Unbreakable after that for me.
That might be my favorite Shyamalan also
Okay.
at this point. Um,
It's like both of us
yeah,
are not religious individuals, but what that movie accomplishes is with that stuff is just
yes.
super commendable. Where it's like,
I
um, where it's like I don't like it's so good that I don't mind, and I'll even buy into it a little bit. But you know,
yeah, I mean, it's kind of to me it's less about religion and more just a kind of about perspective. Like, do you see stuff as circumstance or do you see stuff as a sign? Like, is it
dude,
just coincidence or not?
the dialogue and themes and like the, it's just so edited so damn good. Like, sometimes like movies will do a callback to earlier on when they don't need to. When you get the callbacks of like their conversation that night during the final
Mhm.
act, it's done. It works so well.
Yeah, and I do find it. I think the editing and stuff is interesting, and I do find it an interesting examination of just a man rediscovering his faith, which is kind of what the first Exorcist is about too.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's just good to it's just fun to see something like that, and I think it's an interesting examination of all that. And then we watched Nightmare Before Christmas just because that thing can play as a Halloween or
Yes,
a Christmas
yeah.
movie, and my mom wanted to do Nightmare Before Christmas this year since we have so many families to go to Christmas for, so we actually did Christmas for her on Halloween,
Oh, nice.
and that was what we watched.
That's fun.
So,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
fun. Hell yeah.
that was how we did that.
Very nice. Um, so it was funny. There was one night where my buddy Riley is like, where we usually like to watch one or two movies together, virtually, a year for around during October, and he had like all over the board, like for like 2 hours, like of what to watch, and I was just like, I'll be here no matter what, you know. And it's just like messages of like, dude, no, we're gonna do this, no, we're gonna do this, no, we're gonna do this for like 2 straight hours. We get home and he was like, all right, I want to watch Black Phone. He had never seen Black Phone 2's out, so that's why he wanted to pick it. Um, I think Black Phone is solid. I think it has some pretty good tense moments. Um, it's if I was 14 and I saw this movie for the first time, I would love it.
Yeah,
But it doesn't push the envelope, in my opinion. The first one, like the axe kill to his brother, which also like the brother and the comedic element of that is very good. Um, the axe kill is the most dicey thing about that movie. Um, I just think it's I like it, don't love it.
yeah.
Then yeah, so your turn now. Well, or unless you want to say anything about Black Phone One.
I mean, I'm kind of mid on Black Phone. I mean, my favorite Scott Derrickson movie at this point is probably Black Phone 2.
Yeah, I already got it ruined with rewatching Sinister, and yeah,
Yeah, I mean, that man, he just doesn't really hit for me. And I think Black Phone 2,
I think he has phenomenal potential as a filmmaker to make really awesome horror stuff.
yeah, I think he has great potential. I just wish he would get out of his own way.
Yeah, yeah.
The the last stuff I watched before we get into the stuff that we both watched. Another double feature, but one of them's a short film.
Okay.
I watched a short film called Meat Canyon
Yeah, the
by
Meat Canyon.
Meat Canyon,
Yeah,
Mr. Hunter Hancock himself. Um, I guess it's his directional debut short film, but it's incredible. It mixes
visually,
practical
yeah.
effects. Yeah, it mixes practical effects and animation,
Mm.
and it's a horror kind of Cronenberg body horror kind of thing, but it's about creativity and about art, about how creatives try and build and create ideas
Mm-hmm.
to get a following, to get attention, and also just to have notoriety. And I mean, that's basically what it is. Like his YouTube channel, in the video, he's like losing followers and subscribers, and he's like, how do I keep people coming back? And then he keeps going back to this well, basically, of creation, and it's like this monstrosity in his basement that he's
Nice.
created. But yeah, I mean, it's just a great little short film, and the last film that I saw that we have not shared is probably my movie of the year at the moment, and it is Frankenstein.
Okay.
Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Yeah.
That is my number one movie of the year, narrowly passing One Battle After Another, and it's only narrowly passing One Battle just because I love gothic horror,
Mm-hmm.
and I love Frankenstein, and I love Oscar Isaac
Yeah.
as Victor Frankenstein. I think this is the first time Elordi has ever impressed me as the creature. I think it is just a stellar knockout performance. I will be pissed if he does not get at least a nod at the Oscars for being the creature. And I think it's Guillermo's best film.
Ooh.
It's Guillermo's passion project.
Ooh.
I think it's the film that he's been chasing his whole career, and he's finally got to do it. It's kind of like watching Scorsese do Killers of the Flower Moon. Like, it just feels like that was what he was made to
Okay.
do. So yeah, I don't know. A lot of people hating on Frankenstein, but it's kind of my bag.
Okay.
I love it, and it's amazing because it's a great adaptation of the novel, but it also stands on its own, and it does not repeat any of the stuff that the whale films do
Uh,
or what the novel does. But it's a great companion to all of it at the
gotcha.
same time. Like, it's its own thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I love it. And it's just incredible cinematography, and I'm so glad that Netflix put it out in theaters, so I got to see it on the big screen.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get a Criterion of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still need to lock in for that. Um, I don't know at this point if I'll be able to see it. Like, technically, it is close to me and I can go see it, but just how things are right now, don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Um, so yeah, I'm very like your review of it eased my um, reservations a decent chunk. So I am excited for it. Um,
A lot of people are being really harsh on it, which is, I don't really know why. I don't know if people just don't like. I know some people, Guillermo is like an acquired taste, but it's a lot of people are really just oversimplifying the movie.
uh,
Like you said, where it's like a lot of people are just calling it the daddy issues movie,
yeah,
and it's like, I don't. That's a massively disrespectful oversimplification of the movie, because it is a lot more than
okay.
that. And I feel like if you only got that out of watching it,
Then
did
what
you
were you
even really
watching?
pay it?
Yeah, were
Did
you
you really
watching?
pay attention? I don't know.
Okay,
It's it's really good though.
cool. Um, I have a fair amount.
Go for it.
Um,
Rattle on.
so watch Shelby Oaks.
I want to see that. I have it
Um,
on my watch list.
I really liked Shelby Oaks. Really, whereas like a thing where I have vivid memories of watching Stuckman growing up, like, and like he was one of my favorite YouTubers for a very long time. He was like I that he was a big reason for why I wanted to talk about film criticism and everything like that.
See, I
Uh,
never watched him, so I have
just
no
connection,
connection.
yeah. Um, so I think there is some opening like way it establishes the story, um, phenomenal. There's scares in this movie that I think are super effective and unbelievably awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's a entity in the movie that I think is fucking killer.
Cool. I love entities.
There's some really effective stuff that Chris does here. Um, I'm a lot higher on it than a lot of other people. I understand why people have its criticisms, and I will say, like, yeah, like there's definitely some tropes, some little bit of a trope, here and
Is it the
there.
kind of thing where it's playing with the tropes though, or is it
I
just
don't think so.
running through it?
I don't think so. There's like, well, there is one trope that's definitely playing with it, but like there's a little bit of like a writing trope that is like not necessarily like a good thing that happens, and I under like yeah, like definitely that took a little bit off of it for me. Um, but I think, and then like there's another trope where it's like, yeah, you're kind of playing with it, but I don't think it was necessarily needed. Um, I I rewatched it. I saw it again, and I think in the horror like stayed effective for me. Um,
Hmm.
I really like it. I understand people's qualms, but I don't understand necessarily like why people are would be very down on it. Um,
It's also a first film.
yeah, totally.
Debuts are their debut. You're
Um,
working out a lot when you're making your first
yeah,
film.
as as you're now a fan of Signs, there's definitely a couple of instances where callbacks to Signs.
That's cool.
Chris Stuckman has said where Signs is one of the very first movies that got him into appreciating movies, and there's like
Hmm.
like two little instances that are like, yeah, that's from Signs, and it's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah. Um, so I was a big fan of it. Um, I hope you like it. I think you'll really dig the horror stuff. Um, so yeah. Um, rewatch Texas Chainsaw.
The original?
Oh yeah. Oh
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Do you have the 4K?
I do. Steelbook.
Have you seen the 4K?
I have not seen it,
Okay.
but I've been waiting to watch it because I hope it looks really good.
Very interesting. Where like before I had watched it, I owned the 4K. Before I watched it, Lucas said the 4K didn't look good.
Oh no.
I watched it. And I'm like, I think it looks good.
Okay. I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah. So I'm awaiting what you think. I definitely understand a little bit what Luca's saying. But I still thought like the grittiness and the dirtiness of it still came through.
Okay.
Um, I mean that movie's perfect.
It's a classic.
I kind of going into it, I had always had like Texas Chainsaw at like a 4.5, and I bumped it to a 5 this time because I just like I think it feels right as a 5-star movie. It's
That's where I'm sitting.
it's like
I'm sitting.
it's not only like a 5-star slasher, but it's a 5-star movie. Like
I
this,
might bump it up whenever I rewatch it too.
yeah, I think it deserves that honor, and like it 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 has something to be said when like you have like directors, like great renowned directors, like that's the best movie of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah,
And I mean, it's like what, 71 minutes long?
it's super short. Well, I think it's like you know 83 minutes, but
Oh,
still it fucking flies,
yeah.
and it's super effective. Um, truly one of a kind. Just phenomenal stuff.
Hell yeah.
Watch Portrait of God. Your recommendation, short film, and I couldn't believe this shit.
That's a banger of a short film, dude.
That's like as almost as effective as a short film you could anyone could ever hope to make.
I agree. As a short film, I think it executes everything.
Yes. I love like what it establishes right off the bat. Like, okay, this is like what the short film is going to be, and it just keeps on getting more and more interesting.
The premise is so good.
And like there's like certain like stingers like towards the end, um, that like make it even more effective, and like kind of like I was like, whoa. Like when she comes out of it and she realizes how long the thing's been going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, my favorite part of the movie is when she lifts the projector screen and it's still
yes,
sitting.
yes, so good.
When I saw that, I was like, this is about
Dude,
to
this is the fucking truth.
smack.
Yeah. Um, the other double feature one night. Give me Child's Play 1 and 2. I will always rewatch these around Halloween. I think Child's Play is one of the best paced horror movies I've ever seen in my life. Um, I think that is a phenomenal movie. Child's Play 2, um, still paced very well, but I think obviously it gets a little bit more fun, and the
Hmm.
kills are fantastic. I love both of those movies. And the 4Ks look incredible. I think the second one, the 4K particularly, looks amazing. Um,
Okay.
both movies from Chicago, so that's also something too that I really like.
Chicago native
Yeah,
over there.
yeah, big time. I love Child's Play. At least the first two. I enjoyed the third, but those first two are awesome stuff to me. Um,
Yeah.
rewatched, wasn't planned, just kind of happened on a whim. Rewatched Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Hmm.
Um, still really like that first Halloween. Still,
It's fun.
um,
Great
what,
ending.
dude? That's exactly what I was about to say. I probably I was reminded of the ending, went out of my way to rewatch the ending on its own, watch the movie, then rewatch the ending again. So it was like watch the ending like 4 times in a matter of like 2 days, and I'm just like, this shit is just an unbelievable ending.
It's just the
Phenomenal.
implications of it are so good.
Yeah. Um, then on Halloween, rewatched Halloween. Um,
I did too. You got to.
yeah, and that's what a. I mean, what else needs to be said? We talk about this every year. you
I mean, yeah,
know, we talk about this every year. Um, I
gotta watch Halloween on Halloween.
yeah, love you, John. Thank you for this film you bestowed upon us. I like. It's hard to like. All right, I guess I'll. This is like what I'll say new that I haven't said before in recent years. Where it's like, I can't imagine how different my life would be without this movie.
Yeah, it would be weird to not have Halloween.
Halloween,
It's kind of hard to imagine what
like
kind
how
of.
like my it, like it, my journey in film and everything, like so many different things have are directly tied to this movie.
Hmm.
it's it's weird to even, I don't think I can rationalize that Halloween doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's also like the B movie.
Yeah.
Like it's the B movie that kind of word by mouth just blew up and
Mm,
became a storm, a sensation.
yeah, phenomenal stuff.
Good stuff.
Then um that same day, took a trip down to downtown Chicago to my beloved Music Box Theater with 650 other people to watch Cure for the first time. Um,
Perfect film.
this is there. This film made me make expressions that I had never made during a movie. Where like I caught myself, I'm like, oh, I'm making this expression right now, and I've never felt that.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, the movie deals with hypnosis and everything, and Mr. Kiyoshi Kurosawa does
Hmm.
everything in his power to the utmost degree to hypnotize you as a viewer during this experience,
Yeah.
and it works. I got out of that movie, and I didn't necessarily like. I don't know what like. I needed to sit on this. I just need to sit on this. I'm not gonna log it right away. I just need to sit on this. Thought about the entire ride home. Woke up. That was the first thing I thought about, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it. This movie's it, it accomplishes something I've never seen accomplished before in another film. It is undoubtedly a masterpiece.
It's genuinely one of the most like perfectly directed movies too.
Yeah.
I mean, like his direction and everything is just perfect.
Um. So yeah, I'm already like fiending for to rewatch it, but I know I gotta watch the other movies first. But yeah, that movie's perfect. Um, Such a phenomenal use of sound design. Um, Dude, that I one of the most like the movie gets very unsettling and gets under your skin, but like one of the early on, what really like kind of instantly got under my skin was like the beach sequence.
Yeah.
Like not having anyone there than him popping up on the beach with like the score and like well, I don't think there's a score. It's like the use of the waves and everything.
Mm-hmm. Just the
Instantly, I
sound
was
design.
like, just like, dude, this shit's pretty terrifying.
Sound design tries to hypnotize you too,
Yes.
in a certain way.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So that movie's phenomenal. That movie's one of a kind, all time shit. Um,
Agree.
and now we're into the movies that we both saw. We both, um, I don't think it was probably like your plan, but like we both ended up watching the first two movies, the first two same movies on the first day of October.
Yeah, I saw you watch both of them, and they both sounded interesting to me. So I was like, I'm gonna watch both of these
Yeah.
also.
The first one was Nightmare at Shadow Woods or Blood Rage. The movie poster has Blood Rage. It's known as Blood Rage.
It's also called Slasher. Did you see that? It has a third title too, where it's also called
I
Slasher. I
did
was like,
not
how
know
many
that.
titles does this movie have?
Um, Instantly off the bat, where it was like, oh, we're just setting up like Halloween, but it does a fun twist where like it's twins, and one of the twins frames for the murder.
It's a goofy ass
It's
movie.
so goofy. There's points where I laughed out loud so hard. Um,
It's one of those so bad you just have
yeah,
to watch
but I
movies.
think it knows that.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely. It's
yeah,
doing it
yeah.
intentionally, I think.
Yes, absolutely. I think the kills are fun. Some pretty good gore. Um, yeah, it's just a fun slasher.
Goofy as hell.
Yeah. Um, Dawn breaks behind the eyes. Um, Heard good things about this. Um,
Interesting giallo.
yeah. I do think this is a good movie, but I think it's a movie where I could see other people making this movie type thing. Where it's
Yeah.
like I I could see some of my very talented friends making this movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a
Um,
little low budget for sure.
yeah. I do think there's some very incredible cinematography, um, some really great ideas. So yeah, I mean, I just had a good time with it. I think it's a good movie.
The editing is really the most interesting thing about that movie, I think. And I love the ending.
Yes, ending solid. Yeah,
Ending's good.
yeah, ending is really good. And it's only 74 minutes.
Yeah, it's not long.
Yeah. Um, the next movie we both watched was VHS Halloween.
Yeah. Fun movie. Has some fun stuff.
Some like this was like so hit or miss for me, where it's like I think almost every single short had something I liked about it, but rarely ever did all of the short like really impress me.
Yeah.
I really
I can
liked
see
Kid Print, which people
Kid
hate
Print was
because kids die in disturbing ways. And I think I was like, when I got to that, I was like, fuck yes, finally we're fucking doing something super disturbing and we're pushing the envelope here pretty, like, realistically
well,
disturbingly.
Kid Print and the As Above So Below one are the only two that don't take place during trick or treating.
Exactly, yeah.
And the
Um,
only one that I think is good with trick or treating is Home Haunt.
which one is,
Which is
oh,
the last
the last one, yes. I
one. Yeah.
enjoyed the last one. I think the last one's fun. Um,
Those would probably be my top three. Would actually be those As Above So Below, Kid Print, and then Home Haunt.
yeah. Um, so in my opinion, like, this was a disappointing VHS entry for me. But like I think it's a 2.5 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, I have it sitting at three, but it's kind of in that same range where it's like could go either way.
I will say, back to back VHS movies where they use a song from a band I really like, and both songs I love. But like, first one was Holy Blade. I love Holy Blade. Um, Then chat pile, I was like, hell yeah, we're gonna use Grimace smoking weed.jpg loc one incredible use of that
It's always
song.
cool here in chat pile.
Yeah. Um yeah, so I I'm really hoping next VHS movie is because I thought Beyond was awesome.
Yeah, I
Me
hope they
personally.
pick a good theme for the next one.
Me personally, I thought Beyond was awesome. This one was, like I said, like I don't say it like the movie isn't like bad, but it was just a disappointing entry and kind of mid for me. So
I still think 94 is the best one. 94 is just so much fun. And that was the first one that I think Shudder did. And so you can
okay,
tell
gotcha.
94 just kind of went all out.
Okay,
99 and 85 or 84, those are kind of around the same range as Halloween, where it's kind of
okay,
hit or miss.
okay, gotcha,
And then I think Beyond is like the second best after 94 for the Shudder ones.
gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
Um, then what else have we did we both watch? Black
Black
Phone
Phone 2.
2.
Black Phone 2.
Very this is a very interesting movie to talk about.
Yeah, another family ass movie.
Um
Family and friendship wins in the
I
end.
think essentially for me, Black Phone 1 and Black Phone 2 are the same quality wise for me.
I
I
think 2 is a little better in quality.
yes, but like they're around the same range for me is what I'm saying. Like there's not like one doesn't clearly overtake the other. Is
Yeah,
um Black Phone 2, I was really happy they pushed the envelope. We're getting
definitely.
going super gory finally this time. Um,
More
when
kid killing.
yeah, more kid killing. We love that. Um, uh, so I was a huge fan of that, and I do like the setting. I think the setting's really cool. I do like when the use of the is it 16 millimeter or 18 millimeter?
I think it's 16 mil.
Yeah, 16 mil. I think it looks awesome. I think it lends itself to the setting and aesthetic of the movie.
I
Um,
love the way he used it, like only for the
yes,
dream
yes,
sequences and the grabber
yeah,
stuff.
um,
And I do
I
love the setting too. The iced
yeah,
over camp is such a cool idea.
yes. Um, I can't believe that this movie ended up like because there wasn't any of this in the first one. We get this like overly religious stuff.
Yeah, they do go very religious in Black Phone too. And that was like the dude, that line, it's so hot that you talk to Jesus. That line, I audibly was like, huh? Did he actually write that in the fucking script?
It completely caught me off guard.
That might be the dumbest fucking line of,
Yeah, totally, because it's fucking cringy as hell.
and it just comes out of nowhere, even in, and it's in such a heartfelt moment too. Well, not even a heartfelt moment. It's in a
It's
very
a
deep moment,
yeah, it's a
and
heart
then
to heart moment. Yeah,
that comes out of nowhere where this dude's trying to hit on her
yeah,
for talking to Jesus.
it's cringy, man.
What are we doing?
Most religious people come off pretty cringy.
But I mean, not. I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking
Oh
about
no,
if
I
I was
know.
a friend and he like gave me this script and he was like, "Do you have any notes?" It's like I don't know about this.
Like why
This line might need to just be a little
axed?
taken out, or maybe
Yeah.
just rewrite it. Like
Uh,
maybe just like, "Oh, you're praying." Like I don't know. You could rewrite it in any way, but you're hot is so hot that you're talking to Jesus. Like, what are we doing?
pretty.
A
Yeah.
grown man wrote that line.
Um, but like yeah, dude, like because like there's points where like it's making like the kid is making fun of like the overly religious adults or whatever, but like it then it leans into it where like it is like we're getting on train with the religious stuff, and I'm just like one, this wasn't in the first movie at all, so it feels like out of the blue, and
Yeah,
two, it's like it does that 180 where I'm just like this does legitimately feel like Christian propaganda. It doesn't come off in a way where like Signs or The Exorcist does, where it doesn't feel like that, but this one
yeah.
does.
It's one of those weird things too, where it's like it feels like he's trying to do an examination of how she is Christian, but she's trying to be her own Christian, where she doesn't want to be confined by the institution
Yeah.
of Christianity, but she wants to be her own Christian and believe how she wants to believe, and that's how it should be, which is an interesting conversation to have.
Yes.
It's just I don't know why you went about it the way you did. And then he also tried to link it to the grabber, and I feel like that's why the religious stuff was put in there because again with the ninth circle of hell stuff, it's like it's treachery and it's ice. And he killed his brother
Yeah.
and it's iced over.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. And then he talks about that in the dream sequence where he tells her, like, this is hell.
Yeah.
They take away all the good stuff of you and just leave you as your sins.
Yeah.
It's like that, all of that is interesting.
Yeah.
But it's like, why did you go about it the way you did?
Yeah. I walked out of the theater like I would say overall like I liked what I got. I was happy with the changes and some of the things, but ultimately it's round two is a little bit better, but they're around the same range quality for me. Um, yeah, I I don't know.
You're struggling right
It's
now.
cool.
Um,
It's cool. Whatever. I'm not gonna go any further than that, but it's cool. Whatever.
it has some good stuff. I think it's better than the first Black Phone,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's anything incredible.
Yeah, I remember first time I saw the trailer, I was like, "Oh, they're going crazy with this shit."
Yes.
But that made me like hesitant, like, okay, this could be really bad. And then I saw the trailer a couple more times. I'm like, okay, this could actually be pretty good. I could see this being a situation where they go all out and it's awesome. Unfortunately, it just kind of it's cool, whatever.
And it does have a family ass friendship wins ending.
I think some of the family stuff it does come off pretty earnest and authentic. But then some of it just, like you said, family ass, friendship wins ass shit. So,
Some of that stuff is just so cringy to me when it's the characters like looking at a serial killer, like massive monster villain, and they're like, you know what we have that you don't?
yes, no, I
And
don't,
shit.
no,
It's like, what the fuck is this? Fucking
yes,
Power Rangers or Teletubbies? What are we doing, dude?
I totally agree.
But I agree, like, it's nice when it's earnest, but
Yeah,
it's rarely ever earnest.
yes, I totally agree. I also was like really kind of thrown off when the actor that played the dead kid in the first one showed up as an actor in this one. I was like, what?
What's going on?
I was like, okay. I mean, it didn't turn out bad, but I was like, I didn't expect that.
He was just having fun.
Yeah. Overall, I think I really enjoyed my crop of films this October. There wasn't anything like super bad, thankfully. You had to watch Five Nights at Freddy's. Um,
Unfortunately.
the interesting thing about that is I think the lore behind Five Nights at Freddy's is so good and like legitimately dark and disturbing, but the movie is just so mid.
Dude, I wouldn't even say Five Nights at Freddy's is mid. It's just
It's a tier below mid for me.
it's an atrocious movie. The whole cinematography also just that's another movie where I'm just like, what the fuck were they doing?
So yeah, that's our annual October recap. Um, Addison,
Yes.
you came to me um, with a proposed double feature for
Yeah.
our next episode. Would you like to introduce that double feature?
Oh yeah. I was saying that we should do a Glazer
A glazer. We're gonna
because
glaze. We're gonna
we
glaze,
like to glaze
glazer.
Glazer. I was saying we should watch Under the Skin
Mhm.
and The Zone of Interest
Yep, both of which
because
I've
they are
never
both
seen.
that was also why I picked them because you haven't seen either one of them and they're both I would say disturbing. So I think they definitely qualify for the disturbing cinema watch list, and they're both bangers.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so we'll do Under the Skin Zone of Interest as a double feature. After that, gotta get another. I'll get I'll get a guest on for that. The next one after that.
Okay.
Um, so yeah,
You can do it for the double feature if you want.
no, I think I'm gonna leave the double feature just for us.
Okay. Sounds good.
So yeah, thank you guys as always for watching, listening. A lot of you guys are going over to YouTube, which is cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, most people are going over to YouTube now. So yeah, thank you guys as always for watching and listening. Um, we will catch you guys next time with the Zone of Interest and Under the Skin double feature.
Heck yeah.
Peace.
Peace.